everyone. Welcome to MakerLab STEM Edition. During the months of July and August, along with our partners, Queen Science Quest, we'll be hosting weekly videos that focus on science, tech, engineering, and math. This week, for our STEM Maker Lab, we're going to examine how bubbles work, try different recipes, and different tools. For our first science experiment, we're going to explore the question, do bubbles bounce? Take a moment, think about it. What's your answer? Yes or no? Let's try with an experiment to see if we can make bubbles bounce. Here are the things you need in order to create your bouncing bubble solution. Distilled water, concentrated dish soap, corn syrup, a mixing bowl and mixing spoon, measuring cups and measuring spoons, a bubble blower, or you can use a twist tie or pipe cleaner, and a pair of microfiber gloves. Time to start mixing. The bubble bouncing recipe is as follows. 1 cup of distilled water. So I'm going to grab my measuring cups here. All my measuring cups tell me the measurement on it. I see that this one says 1 cup, which is 235 milliliters. So let's fill it up and add it to our bowl. Our next ingredient for our bubble bouncing solution is a 1/3 cup of concentrated dish soap. So in my pile of cups here, I found one that says 1/3 cup or 80 milliliters. I'm going to use that one and fill it up with my concentrated dish soap. Once it reaches the top, I'm going to add that to my water. Make sure I get all the little bits in there. Perfect. Smells kind of nice too. And finally, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of corn syrup. So going through my spoons, I see I have a tablespoon right here. I'm going to need 2 of those. So let's open up our bottle. I took the lid right off. And I'm going to add 2 of these. 1. 2. Once you have added your 3 liquids together, you're going to notice that they have different densities. Stir it really well. Now the moment of truth, let's see if our bubble solution works. It does indeed. All right, let's try with the pipe cleaner. Not bad. It's a pretty good size. Okay. Let's see if we can make these bubbles bounce. There is going to be a slight trick to it. We need to wear our microfiber glove. What happens when we take the glove off our hands? Will the bubbles still bounce on our bare skin? Let's try. That experiment was a lot of fun. I hope you have the same amount of success when you try it on your own. I have quite a bit of solution left over. I'm going to rebottle it and use it up later on. For our next experiment, we're going to ask the question, can you make square bubbles? Think about it for a moment. Have you ever seen square bubbles? Is it possible? Let's find out. For this experiment, we're going to need the following supplies: pipe cleaner, measuring spoons, mixing bowl, mixing spoon, concentrated dish soap, water, and granulated sugar. This bubble solution requires the following ingredients. We'll start with 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar. Next, we're going to need 4 tablespoons of water. Finally, we're going to need 1 tablespoon of concentrated dish soap. We're going to use our spoon and make sure that we stir our mixture really well. This one will take a little bit longer because you want to make sure that all the granulated sugar has dissolved. Once all of the granulated sugar has completely dissolved in the dish soap and water solution, we could try blowing our bubbles. But in order to make square bubbles, we need to make a square. So take your pipe cleaner and make a square shape. Do you think the bubbles will turn out square if we blow through a square shape? Let's give it a try. I think it's safe to say that we cannot make square bubbles with a square bubble blower. So I wonder why that is. Let's find out. Now that we've completed both bubble experiments, I'm going to leave you with this. Which solution did you like more? The one made with corn syrup or the one made with granulated sugar? What does corn syrup and granulated sugar have in common? Also, be sure to read the description below to get more information on great reads about bubbles.